Hi there folks, this is just a short little video that will take you through a little bit more of the Sustainable Development Goals task that you've got to do. It'll guide you through and hopefully give you some help. So in true YouTuber fashion, let's jump on in. Yeah, I'm more than happy to embrace the cheesy starts. Anyway, here are the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. The specification asks us to take a look at 3 of those, and I'm just going to demonstrate one that relates to gender equality for you. So we're breaking gender equality into 2 main subsets. So the negative things against women and girls is to end those, and then to put into place some positive things for the women and girls as well. If you listen to this, it'll guide you through some examples of those. You can also check in your books. But the task itself then, whenever you go in, you need to put the title of whatever graph or map that you open via this link. And then in this case, you've got to decide which category it goes in. Is it ending negative practices or promoting positive? Now, the graph will not tell you, or the map will not tell you. This is a thinking exercise for you. We'll check over them, of course, but what you need to do is to try and consider whether it's this category here or this category here. Now, of course, this is digital, so you can fix it again very easily. Don't worry too much about this. I'm more interested in you thinking it through. If you're not quite right, that's okay. We can fix it, no problem. Right, let's jump in and see what you've got to do in this graph. And basically what I'm going to want you to do in the case of all of these graphs, these are GIS maps that will allow you to explore time and space. In this case, it's basically, does the law mandate non-discrimination based on gender in hiring? It's a very cumbersome way of doing it. It's basically, whenever you're going for a job, is there a law to say you're not allowed to discriminate based on somebody's gender? You would want that to be the case, wouldn't you? So if yes, that's a good thing, because it bans discrimination based on gender. If no, that's not such a good thing. So what I need you to do is 2 things: the pattern and the progress. So the progress you can see because these are all time enabled. This one goes back to 2009. Some of the others go back to different time scales. So basically what I need you to do is to be taking a look at the pattern here. Now remember the pattern of development that we looked at before, the Brandt line, and then drilling into all of that wonderful detail of the diversity here. What are the patterns? Now if you want to look at any of the continents, that's how you zoom in. We'll look at South America, you can do it that way, look at the world that way. So basically, what are we seeing here as the pattern? Are MEDCs in general better at this than LEDCs? Well, do you know, I'm not sure that they are. I mean, Italy, Germany, and of course as you hover over these you can get more information about them. There are a number of European countries that don't have these laws. There are a number of countries in South America that do. India, China that does. North America, USA does, but Canada doesn't. Now, Sub-Saharan Africa stands out, doesn't it? And there's Saudi Arabia, maybe not quite so surprised to see something like that. A number of the Southeast Asian countries don't. Australia does. So the pattern, you know, it's a little bit complicated, but I'm interested to see what kind of detail you can pull out from that pattern. And it's the same with any map that you're looking at. What is the overall pattern? The second thing then is, what is the progress that has been made? Now, if you scan through this, not much really. So this isn't necessarily a measure that has improved considerably over time. Now what I need you to do then is to screen grab the 2 of those. There's the dog's going mad. Screen grab the 2 of those to show the pattern of progress over time. I'm sorry, I'm just going to pause the video here and see what they're giving off about. Okay, and we're back. That's them all sorted. So yeah, I need you to screen grab those and some information on how to do that's in the learning log, and then you go in there and paste the 2 of them, and then that's where you do your description. The pattern and the progress. Now, let's jump into another one here, just to give you a little bit more experience. This one is women who've experienced violence by an intimate partner. Now again, the pattern here. Now this pattern is maybe slightly closer to the one that we would have come to expect. The differences between MEDCs and LEDCs and the differences between the continents. But what you'll find whenever you hover over this is that it'll give you the name of the country, the percentage, and also a graph for the change over time. You can click to show change over time. You see something like that in Ethiopia, and if you want to go back to the map, you click on that and it'll take you through. So there's an opportunity for you to go and explore that because it's a GIS map. You can do whatever you like again into the regions. Now for this then we can come back over time. Now let's, as we play through, are we seeing progress over time? Well, I think most definitely in that case you are. There's a reduction in women who are experiencing violence by an intimate partner. Now, any violence is too much violence, but there is progress being made. So what you can do is look at the pattern there, and then you can go back there and say, has there been progress? Which region seems to have improved most? So you're enabled to have a look at changes over time. You can go in and have a look at the space. You can zoom in to any one of these regions if you want. And basically then it's a case of just going through slide by slide. Oh yes, sorry, you're asking, is that ending negative? Right, so women experiencing violence, is that a negative thing that's being brought to an end? Or is that a positive thing that you're introducing? If you're ending the women who are experiencing violence, and if you're bringing that to an end, isn't it really that one? I'll give you clues, that one, right? Don't tell anybody I told you. But that's the kind of thing that you're thinking through with those. So once you've done that, then it's a case of just going through the rest of the slides and working your way through, same kind of thing, and screen capture those and pop them in at that point. Okay, hopefully that'll help you a little bit with the exercises you need to do.